Should I?
International. Where Yehi Ken. And Elohim said, let the lands bring forth living creatures after his species, the cattle and the creeping things and the beasts of the earth after his kinds. Now, the word beast here is... that wasn't the word we're looking for. Hold on. Oh, okay. No, the word beast here is cave. That means living. No, so we're going for the word cattle. Let's go to the word cattle. Sorry. Is Bahama. All right. And just this might be a little off topic, but it's still on topic. Behemoth. You guys know who Behemoth is, right? Well, Behemoth is in the book of Job, and he's described a certain way with having a tail that is like super strong, and he could knock down like trees, cedar trees with his tail. Like he's massive. All right? And it says that he ate grass. All right? All right, listen. So the way it's described for Behemoth in Job, we find there was recently a dinosaur discovered in North Dakota known as the Dakota dinosaur, and it's a duck-billed hadrosaur. And they always thought that these creatures had small tails. You know, duck-billed hadrosaurs are herbivores, and they eat grass. And the description given in Job fits exactly the finds of Behemoth. I mean, of the duck-billed dinosaur. Sorry. So, that I thought that was interesting. So here, when people would say, "Oh, why doesn't the Bible talk about dinosaurs?" It's probably talking about. It's most likely talking about dinosaurs here. Okay. All right. So, oops, I went too far back. All right. Okay. So, and Elohim said, let the earth bring forth the living creatures after his kind, the behemoth, which could be cows, dinosaurs, any of the larger creatures, and the creeping things, and the living of the earth after their species. All right. And Elohim made the beasts, or the dinosaurs, cows, cattle, whatever you want to call them, of the earth, of the lands, after its species, and the living after their species. They're saying cattle here, but the word here is really... oh, come on. They're mixing me up now. All right, so... all right. This is the cattle. Okay, so the word beast here is the living. All right, I'm sorry. So let me go back. All right. And Elohim made the living of the land after its species, and the cattle or the dinosaur or the larger animals after their species, and everything that creeps upon the land after its species. And Elohim saw that it was good. And Elohim... wait. Now this is where it gets interesting. A lot of people ask why are there two creations of man. So we're going to delve a little deeper in here. And Elohim said, let us make man, or Adam, in our image, after our likeness, and let him have dominion over the fish of the yam. The word fish in Hebrew is dog, so I'm going to just show you another word. Daga, dog. Over the fish of the yam, and over the birds of the air or the sky, and over the Bahama or the cattle or dinosaurs, and over all the lands, and over every creeping thing that it creeps upon the earth. Okay. So, moving forward. $27. It's him. So Elohim created Adam in his image, in the image of Elohim created he him. Male, which is zakar. This is not the way you say man. This just means male, as in the sex or gender. Zakar. And female. Nekeba. And it means female, and it literally means like from their sexual form, or like being a socket or something to put something inside. It's the way we were designed. I'm not trying to be perverted or anything, but that's literally how you say female, the meaning of it. Like when you think of a socket, a joint in a socket. Okay. And so I've heard people postulate that the zakar and the nekeba were a species of Adam, or of man, because you're going to see that there's going to be a whole different creation that's brought up of man later on as I'm reading. So this would make sense, that view would make sense, seeing that there are beings that are like humans that are mentioned in the Torah and that have been found by archaeology, and science tries to say that we evolved from them. And I believe that these are those beings, the Zakar and the Nekeba. They are Ha-Adam, but they're a certain form of Ha-Adam. Just like in English, we have the word homo, and then we have Homo erectus, Homo sapien, we have Neanderthal. These are all hominids. These are all, basically human-like creatures, or Ha-Adam-like creatures, Hadanim. So I believe that these are the first ones created. They were created before man, and then from this view, it would actually answer a lot of questions of where did Cain get his wives from, and where did Abel get their wives from? Because when you look at science and archaeology right now, they found that Neanderthal mated. They didn't go extinct. They interbred with Homo sapiens and became a part of the human race. The same with Homo erectus and Denisovan hominin. Those are three different forms of man, or of homos, hominids that have become a part of the human race. They did not go extinct. We didn't evolve from them. They bred with us, they interbred with us, and became a part of the human race. And science is just getting to this right now through genetics. We're just reaching these things, cracking open the egg of truth that is only validating what has been written here in the scriptures. So let's continue on. 28. Hold up, sorry. And Elohim blessed them, and Elohim said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, replenish the lands and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish or the dog of the yam of the sea, and over the auf, the birds of the shemaim, the air, sky, and over every living thing that moves upon the arats, the lands. Okay, so these first creatures, he told them, the first Adams, that they had dominion over the earth. Okay. So let's move on. This would be the Neanderthal, Homo erectus, Denisovan hominin, those creatures. So far, man, as we know it, Homo sapien, has not been created yet. But let's go on. And Elohim said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the lands, and every tree in which the fruit of a tree yielding the seed, to you it shall be for meat, or for food. And there's no need to go in deeper in that. Now we're up to 30. Okay. And to every beast of the lands, and to every bird of the air, and to everything that creeps upon the land, wherein there is life, I give every green herb for food, and it was so. Don't need to go into that any further. It's pretty clear. Okay. And Elohim saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good, exceedingly good. And the evening and morning were the sixth day. Okay, we're almost done with creation, guys. Let's move on. But and the sky and the land were finished, and all the hosts of them. All right. So all the bodies of them, all the planets of them. So basically, we have the universe being created right there. Bam. All the planets, everything. All right. Not just the Earth, the whole universe. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna move on. This first reading that we're doing is called Aliyah. It's a series of aliyot. This is the first reading. We're almost done with it. Shit. Isha. And the seventh day Elohim ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. Okay. And Elohim blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because he had rested from all his work which Elohim created and made. Okay, this ends this Aliyah. And I hope you guys learned a great deal. And we will continue with the next one.